Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to talk a little bit about crypto investing and a few other things as well. Crypto investing is not for the weak. My portfolio has lost approximately $2,500 in 2 days. You know, when your portfolio looks like it's down, the only way you actually lose money is if you sell. It's just like XRP. If you look at it on the 1-day chart, it looks horrible most of the time. If you look at the 7-day, it usually looks a little bit better. If you look at the 1 month, most of the time we're in the green. And if you look at the 1 year, you're usually up maybe 20, 30, 40, 50%. Like XRP a year ago was sitting at 40 cents. This year, we're sitting above 60 cents. And like I said, the only time you lose money in crypto is if you actually sell it. And that's why getting through the pullbacks is so important as a crypto investor. Buying a land or investing in crypto, which is a better investment. You know, I always see people saying, I think investing in real estate is better than investing in crypto. But it's the way you look at it. Other people say, I invest in crypto so I could get the massive gains so I could invest in real estate later. And the way I look at real estate right now is it could become very risky. Think about it. You buy a house in a neighborhood, and sure, the neighborhood is great, and you're making money. And then all of a sudden, over time, the neighborhood goes to shit. So you're losing value now because nobody wants to live in that neighborhood. Look what's going on in the U.S. cities right now with the crime, the drug use, and so on. And that's where tokenization comes in. Investing in real estate through tokenization actually makes it easier. Say you put, I don't know, $1,000 into this tokenized real estate, and the neighborhood's great, and you're making money. Then all of a sudden the neighborhood changes and you're not bringing in as much on your monthly returns. You could easily just pull your investment out of that tokenized asset and put it into a different tokenized asset that will give you more gains. That's what changes everything through tokenization. But I would also like to buy land away from everyone else once crypto takes off, because I would rather live a little bit off the grid when that happens. This bull run will be different this time. For the first time, I will avoid everyone who asks me about investing in crypto in real life. 99% of those people won't even take action, so they will miss out eventually. So what's the point anyways? You know, when you talk to people outside of crypto about getting into crypto, I do it all the time. And I point out, we are in the 4th industrial revolution. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get very rich. And they just sit there and they look at you. Well, maybe once it starts really moving, I will put my money in. It's like you try to then explain to them, you want to buy the bottom. You don't want to buy later when the prices are much higher. But then they're like, well, I don't like to tie my money up. And I understand that, especially now when the cost of living and inflation is where it is. And I think inflation is keeping a lot of people away from getting into crypto. But I always try to remind them, you want to get away from inflation, you want to get away from your 9-to-5 job, this is how you do it. You invest in crypto and you get rich off of crypto by investing in the right way. I always tell people, even if you don't want to tie up any type of, large amount of money, at least put some money into XRP. It can be life-changing money in the coming months, but they just don't get it. We have got less than 5 years before fiat money fails. Fiat currencies will still be around, but what do you think you can buy with paper money in 5 years? It will be a tiny fraction of what you can buy today. Don't tell me I didn't try to warn you. I prefer to save in Bitcoin. We are about to see the biggest speculative attack on fiat money the world has ever seen. Other people are saying get into gold, but gold right now is really pushing up. I think the top isn't even in on gold, with all the central banks buying up gold the way they are. Me personally, I would never put my money in Bitcoin. I think XRP is just a much better investment. What kind of returns do you plan on getting out of Bitcoin this year? Maybe a 2 or 3x? XRP is easily going to give you a 10, 20, 30, 40x. And if you hold it long term after this next run up, who knows where we go from there based on utility. XRP is a bridge currency for liquidity. Any value, including gold, are securities. And XRP can bridge gold also. It can move the value of gold. It can move anything. And it works with fiat at the same time. That's why I see XRP as a much better investment. And XRP has to be sitting at a high value to move the kind of value it's about to move in the very near future. You don't have to cash out your crypto into fiat. Sites like JM Bullion accept crypto and stables for gold and silver while giving you a slight discount for doing so. I would suggest cashing out at least part into precious metals. USD is on thin ice. Like I said, I don't think cashing out into US dollars is a good idea when it comes to cashing out some of your crypto. And I always see people now saying, don't buy a gold bar either. Make sure you buy bullion, like small pieces of gold, because they're saying for a time that we might have to actually use gold as a form of payment because dark times are ahead. That's the way people keep selling it. But, you know, I don't think any country wants to go where we're not transacting on a daily basis. In other words, I think we're going to witness a gradual transition away from paper money. I think we're going to see CBDCs in the very near future. I think every single country is going to have one, including the United States. But at the same time, we're going to have fiat money. And most likely, over time, we're also going to be able to start to really transact using crypto. So as paper money disappears over time through incentives for using CBDC, are we going to be able to transact directly using crypto? That's the big question. And nobody can really answer that yet. Everybody speculates on that still. And that could be the way we avoid a CBDC in the future. AI-generated fake IDs. Is your digital identity safe? Cointelegraph reports of AI-generated fake IDs that claim to have passed KYC checks on PayPal and multiple crypto exchanges, potentially giving hackers and scammers a new edge. I keep seeing people saying that they're using fake IDs to get through the KYC on crypto exchanges to avoid taxes. But they never said anything about taxes. The banks are freezing their inbound money because of where it's coming from. The banks are very worried about the RICO laws. The same reason they have to fill out KYCs with the exchanges. You know, people are trying to avoid know your customer on the exchanges because they think that crypto is like the wild, wild west and that nobody should ever know that you even hold crypto. But the exchanges are now requiring it to cash out. On the other end, when the money hits the bank wants to know where the money's coming from. And they're stopping people from taking the money out of the bank now. Here's what's going on, in my opinion. I think crypto is now maturing. And as it's maturing, retail investors are not maturing with it because they're still trying to come up with workarounds, thinking that nobody knows that you're using crypto, that you hold crypto. Everything is recorded on the blockchain anyway. So they're going to know that you have crypto in the future, is what I'm saying. And to avoid the capital gains tax, you're eventually going to end up paying those capital gains anyway, because you're leaving a paper trail from the exchange to the bank to cash no matter what. That's where we are right now in crypto. And it's going to get even tougher once regulations come. You know, people like to have this idea that the government and crypto are never coming together, but they're coming together more and more over time. Even look at Bitcoin with the ETFs. Everything around crypto is becoming centralized, but crypto itself, crypto will always still remain decentralized at the end of the day. There was some discussions today on income taxes. If you've never seen it before, I strongly encourage everyone to Google. Yes, even Google shows it. The tax system is based on voluntary compliance. And even the normies are trying to avoid paying taxes now. I am not a fan of taxes in the United States at all, especially as we watch our tax money leave the United States while we have multiple problems inside the United States. But the normies are now saying they're not paying taxes, period. And this is becoming a trend all over X. How many people do you think actually are not paying their income tax, though? I say maybe 5% that are not going to pay. The other 95% are going to go on X, say they're not paying, but still end up paying in the end. Wait and see. But you know, taxes, in my opinion, is like them just stealing our money at this point. Crypto is thrilling and risky financial frontier, offering both highs and lows. And that's what's great about crypto. You know, the volatility is what keeps us in this market. We want to see, you know, the price pull back and then skyrocket up and then pull back again and then skyrocket up again. And that's what's ahead for crypto investors. This year is going to be very exciting. And it's the same reason that anybody still sitting on the sidelines should definitely get in this year. 2025 is not the year to invest in crypto. 2024 is. You can get in at rock bottom prices right now. You know what is more boring than watching paint dry? Holding XRP. Let me tell you something. XRP goes sideways for very long periods of time. And it is very boring to continue holding this cryptocurrency. But we're all waiting for this. Yes, XRP moves last and fast. When XRP does move, it takes off very quick. And this year, people are saying $10 plus for XRP. Think about that. They're saying it's going to happen before December of this year. They're saying we're going to top out next year above $27. Does anybody really know if that's going to happen or not? No. It's all speculation still. They're basing it on previous cycles. They're basing it on market cap at the same time. I like to look at XRP in a much different way. I'm waiting for that utility to kick in. And I always tell you that. But I am going to take profit at some point. My price point to take profit on XRP is somewhere around $12. I'm going to sell off 10% of my XRP, and the rest I'm going to hold long term. I don't even care if we pull back down before we take off again, you know, at some point. I am going to hold XRP, though, until it reaches its full potential. That's my long-term game with XRP. But over time, I'm going to keep you holding as much as I possibly can. I'm going to keep you positive along the way, because I do know it is very boring to hold XRP. And the pullbacks can get very frustrating. I want to keep you from panic selling. That's the most important thing I can do for you. Because people that panic sell, that's when you truly lose in crypto. Pullbacks are one thing. Panic selling is much different. You know, when you watch your portfolio drop, you got to be able to stomach that. Because it's going to happen time and time again. Even as we take off, it's going to happen. There's going to be pullbacks along the way. I want to prepare you for that now. But until it all does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.